Welcome guys to another how to draw video by Arjun aka Ninja King, and today I'm going to show you how to draw Kamehameha in a comic format. The first picture for right over here is going to look a little bit like this. This is basically charging the Kamehameha, a ball. Okay, and then it's going to have the blast from this angle, and then the final blast. This is the resolution basically. So if you have the charge, the blast, and the beginning. So guys, now what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and draw a figure similar to this one right over here. Alright guys, as you can see, I was thinking of the character a little bit like Goku, almost like this. Okay, so now basically to do the Kamehameha, the ball, the charge itself, and he starts charging it, what you do is first draw yourself a circle, and I try to keep this drawing simple. I kept his hands very simple, as you can see, versus this one, because I just wanted to show you guys that there's easier ways to draw hands. So I'm just gonna completely just draw a circle. Now I did ink the drawing in advance. That's alright, because we can fix that. Then once the circle is complete, okay, we're gonna draw a beam going outward like this. I don't usually cover his face because that'll look weird, right? You just wanted to go in other directions, maybe one going like this. These are going to be beams of light because it is energy, right? And they usually get bigger. They start out small and they get bigger as it goes out, right, like this. Alright, so then you go ahead and grab yourself a thicker pencil, Sharpie. I'm not going to use a Sharpie, I'm going to use this. This is a thick marker, and then you're going to go ahead and ink it into a circle, right, like this. But you want to make it thick. Okay guys, now as you can see, the circle is complete, so you can erase the inner hands. Right now it's just a ball. You could, because it's a manga version, so you can go ahead and shade it in. I'm gonna actually use my smudger later on to get it going, right? So the same thing, I use my marker. You can also use your ruler to get straight lines. And you're gonna go ahead and draw the beams of lights. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and ink them. Okay guys, when you're done inking it, then that's okay. The next step you're gonna do is shading the character. Now you have to make sure of the lines and how you're shading the character in. Since there's an energy ball right here that produces light, so you will not get shadows here. Instead you'll get shadows up here. Kind of weird, right? There's gonna be shadows up here unless there's another light source here, but we'll pretend it's this is the only light source. So you'll get shadows up here instead of down here. You'll get shadows up here above the hair. So basically guys, as you can see, it's really simple, not that difficult to do this. After you're done shading, you might be thinking the shading is a little weird. The reason is because usually when you're drawing manga you ink. I don't have that kind of ink to get the strokes. It'll take me forever to just ink wherever I want to shade, right? So basically it's very simple, not that hard. The next picture is going to be a little tougher to do, so it's going to be something like this one. This is going to be the blast itself. Okay, so we're going to draw a character. You don't have to draw him full body, you basically have to draw the figure. Alright guys, so once you're when you're drawing your character, make sure the arms are straight. They're straight, and have the other arm coming from the other side, because that's the bottom. It's going on the bottom, right? And it should look like it's further away than this one, so it should be a little smaller. And for the Kamehameha, make sure you keep it straight and you get the hand going in the other direction. Okay, we'll fix that a little later. We'll finish up the character. But for the Kamehameha itself, go ahead and draw a circle, just like before. Okay, and this is the blast, right? Now, you don't see the full Kamehameha. You'll see that in the next picture. You see the full charge, the resolution. So this is the blast itself. Now this Kamehameha is gonna take a little bit of more skill, but trust me, it's really easy. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this character and I'll show you the next step. Okay guys, so basically when your character is finished, it should look a little like this. So for the Kamehameha, all you need to do is grab your marker, 05 or 08, doesn't really matter. You grab yourself a ruler, okay, and you're gonna draw straight lines, like one like this, but it should look like a circle, kind of like this. Let me show you guys. Right, you can do thick lines. I'll show you another style. So this is one style of doing it, and if they can touch each other, that's okay, it's not a big deal. Right, and then I did like 5 lines. Then you're gonna draw lines like this. See, this is the motion line basically, and try to draw as many as you can. So it'll kind of look like this. You can erase the guidelines here, and this is what it'll look like. You can draw a few more lines here inside, and draw a few lines that it seems like it's kind of coming off the hand a little bit, right? It's being pushed, kind of like this, and then a little bit off the hero too. Not too many lines though, and try using your ruler so you can get the line super straight, but you don't need that many lines honestly. So it'll be kind of like this. Now for the background, since it's in motion, we would draw tons of lines as well. I'll get to that in a little bit. So now we're gonna start the third drawing, the resolution. It's gonna look a little bit like this. So as you guys can see, the main focus is just the Kamehameha and how to draw it. It's not the character. So I'll do a quick drawing, real quick, and I'll be right back. Character is complete, so basically what you do next is you draw the same ball over here, the same way, but maybe a little bigger, because this is close to the ending of the Kamehameha. Okay, and you can either take your ruler and think of a point where it stops, right? So have it come in the middle. See, not that line, this middle one comes in the middle, and maybe it stops right here. Okay, and you just go ahead and do the same thing with the lines here that I showed you going into this point. So let's do that real quick with our pen. Okay, alright guys, so basically I did a little different kind of Kamehameha than this one. This one is completely light. This one I kind of used the ink to show the bottom of the Kamehameha, and then the top part is a little lighter. And if you guys think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments section below if that looks cool. If not, then just draw it like this. You just make this a little bigger, and then the circle, as you can see where it's aiming at, you can actually make a ball over here, right? Because when he shoots it out, it's actually a ball at the end. Maybe I'll do another video on how to draw energy. And then you grab your small marker, grab yourself your ruler if you want to, and you draw lines going here, motion lines, to basically tells you that tells the readers that that's where it's aiming at. It just adds more effects. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll just go ahead and draw tons of lines. Draw like 2 lines, okay? 2 lines, 3 lines, and have space in between, and they get bigger as it gets further away. Then you can draw another line going through it. Okay guys, I hope you understood everything I have taught you today, because it was very difficult to explain, and as you can see, this was basically kind of what I would do for a storyboard. This would be a quick drawing. I try to keep it as basic as possible, and I'm very tight on space where I'm sitting, so the lines may look a little disproportionate. But guys, if you think this tutorial was helpful, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely do a video on how to draw energy, different kinds of energy, and you just got to use the same method to draw it like I've showed you. And if you guys want to try this out, go ahead and leave a picture in the comments below, like basically leave a link so I can look at it and see if anyone followed it and it helped them. And yeah, like always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ninja King signing off.